Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show.
Hello everybody, it's Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show. And I just wanted to do an episode because a lot of people ask me often, how can we start out, or what's some practical things we could do to get onto eating a healthy diet and living a healthy lifestyle. And I always say that diet is so important and helpful, but diet is not everything. You must pay attention to the emotional, spiritual, and physical aspects of health as well. But let me give you some of my non-dietary tips on living a healthy lifestyle. Now, if you're out there watching this video and you know this, you're going to say, I agree. But if you don't know this, you're going to say, I'm confused. Well, that's interesting. Well, here it goes. My number one tip is get rid of your microwave and replace it with a juicer. Get rid of that microwave oven, replace it with a juicer. That is essential because we need to make sure we're juicing and we need to get rid of that microwave oven. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, use your juicer. Most people that have juicers, it's just sitting on their counter or in their cabinet collecting dust. You have to use it. I recommend one green juice every day at least, but you want to make sure you use your juicer. The next tip, sleep with the window open. I cannot tell you how important this is, but I'm going to tell you. It is so important to sleep with the window open, to get some air in your room at nighttime when you're not moving around. It is imperative for your health. So sleep with the window open. The next tip would be use a dry skin brush to brush your skin. It's so helpful to make sure to get the dead cells off your skin, to move your lymph, to use a dry skin brush for a couple of minutes in the morning and a couple of minutes at night. That's another one. Now all these tips are free to do. You know, it costs what, $5 or $15 to buy a dry skin brush? But I'm not telling you you have to spend $3,000 or $4,000 to be healthy on some magic machine. I'm telling you simple things you could do immediately. Yes, it costs money to get a juicer, but you know, sell your microwave on eBay and get yourself a juicer. How's that? But you know, it doesn't have to be a lot of money to be healthy. The juices now, they have different types. Some are expensive, some aren't. But go and do it. Take action and make it happen. So what's some other things we could do for our health? Well, if you're a woman out there and you're used to wearing a lot of makeup, guess what? It's one of the most toxic things you can do. I have a book on my website called Toxic Beauty, which talks about how many chemicals are in the makeup. So you want to, if you are going to wear makeup, at least wear some natural type of makeup made out of natural minerals and other elements, and not the standard makeup that you would find on the street today. It is so toxic to the body. But then ask yourself, if you eat healthy and you're living healthy, you don't need makeup. You know, you're going to look fine. But that's a problem, because when you wear makeup, even if it's a healthy, the natural kind, it's still going to clog up your pores, and it's still going to keep you from detoxifying, and it's not the ideal thing for you. So the best thing would be to completely avoid makeup, but if you're going to use it, at least use it wise. Another tip is this oxymoron society we live in today. I tell people all the time, the number one type of alternative health doctor that people go to today is a chiropractor. And why? Because this oxymoron world we live in today, somebody will actually walk with high heels into a chiropractor's office and complain their back hurts. That's insane. That's an oxymoron. But that's what people do today. They don't think, they just act, and it's creating a problem. So I am telling you, high heels are not good for your health. Now, I've mentioned about makeup. I mentioned about high heels. Some of you ladies right now might start thinking, well, why are you mentioning stuff about ladies? Why don't you tell men what they're doing is not healthy? Okay, all you men watching, no makeup or high heels. All right, how's that? But those things are not healthy. So we'll move on to another thing that's not healthy, and this is a controversial subject, but I am not saying people need to have a big beard like me, but it is not healthy to shave. If you want to have a trim beard, that's one thing, but it's not healthy to shave. You know, and there's many different health aspects of having the hair that's supposed to be there. All right, women, so now I said something about men. Men, you need to have beards if you want to be healthy. You could have beards and just trim beards if you want to trim them up, or you can leave them long, let them grow, let them flow, which I prefer and recommend. However, women, guess what? You shouldn't be shaving either. Oh, now Paul's done it. He went overboard. I can't believe he just said that. Well, there's many health aspects to having hair where it belongs, and if it shouldn't be there, it shouldn't be there. But don't take it off yourself. If it grows, it should be there for a reason. And I remember I was interviewing a Sikh a while ago, part of the Sikh religion or Sikh culture, and he was telling me about the significance of hair. They never cut their beards or their hair, and the women don't shave. Well, when I asked him about it, he gave me some very interesting information about the sun and the moon, and the energy of the sun is the male energy and the moon is the female energy, and they say that in Kabbalism as well. But he said when a man shaves, it exposes his chin to the energy of the moon, to the female energy, and the male takes on female characteristics. And this is an issue, obviously, and this is an issue we have today. As for women and the hair on their bodies, he said when a woman shaves her legs, the hair on her legs is a woman's intuition. Boy, that explains a lot of stuff to me now, because most women don't have hair on their legs. No, I'm just saying what he said, and the Sikhs have many years of studying this and so on. But bottom line, it's not healthy to shave. If God put it there, leave it alone, let it grow. Now, some people would say, well, why do you have a big beard and you cut your hair? Well, I didn't say you can't trim your beard. I said just don't destroy it. Don't shave it off. I don't agree with, I don't want to trim my beard, but if you have a trimmed beard, it's still better than not having a beard at all. Now, if you're a woman and you have a beard, that's another subject. We'll cover that another time. But anyway, these are just some tips that you can do to help you, other than health, other than diet, things you could do to help yourself. Another thing is the clothing we wear, tight clothes. I don't want to get too controversial here, but do you know bras contribute to breast cancer? It's true. They're so tight, they cut the circulation off, and they're made with synthetic fibers. They're not healthy. But here's the real problem. I don't want women to be walking around with no bras and dressing in t-shirts and everything else. If a woman dressed more appropriately and more modestly, a man wouldn't know if she had a bra or didn't, for the most part. But basically, most of the bras, especially the wire bras, are not healthy. So keep that in mind. And men, I definitely don't want you see you in any bras. No men's ears or no bros, right, they call them. But you know what? I know some men that could actually use a bra. That's how overweight some people are today. So we got to be careful. We got to start eating healthier, living healthier. And the final thing is, do not eat when it's dark outside. Don't eat when it's dark outside. People say, well, how will I know that? Well, look outside. That's why they make windows in houses. It's not healthy to eat when it's dark outside. Digestion slows down. It's best to eat when it's daylight outside. That's the best time to eat. And that's it, basically, right there, everybody. So just consider these things that I said and put them into action, and you'll see some great things happening. No late night eating in a microwave while you're watching TV, and so on. Now, that's it, basically. Finally, here's another one. Get rid of your TV set. Don't just get rid of it. Smash it! It is so bad, so negative, and it just makes people sick. So I have a rule about TV. Unless I'm on it, don't watch it. Get rid of that TV set. So that's just some non-dietary health tips from Paul Neeson and the Raw Life Health Show. Until then, everybody, have a great day. You can put your comments below the video, and I'm sure you'll have a lot of them, and your questions as well. And if you know of any other health tips that are not diet-related, why don't you post them below as well, and we can discuss those. All right, everybody, until then, have a great day and a great Raw life.
This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, bright and